What's going on, people? How you doing? What's happening? How you feeling? Hope the sun is shining wherever you are, if not on the outside and on the inside. The one thing you need to do to shift where you are, shift your business, to shift the frustration, to shift the understanding of why you're not moving the way you need to move. Heck, why you're not getting paid what you should be getting paid, because that's a part of the conversation too. We all know that. We all know there's some unspoken rule or word as to why we're not getting what it is that we deserve to get. And now's that time to hop into it and have a real discussion about it right now. What is that discussion and what do you need to get to where you want to go? Now it's quite simple actually. It's quite simple. There's one thing in particular, but there's some steps that are going to help you get to that one thing. Now, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know where you're hailing from, what city, what state you might be listening from. Let me know you can hear me okay. That would be fantastic. If you could, I'd appreciate that very much. I'd appreciate that very much. Let me know where you're tuning in from and that you can hear me a-okay. All right, let me know you can hear me a-okay. All right, so let's hop into this, because one thing that most, if not all of us need are customers, clients, those that see us as we want or need to be seen. But there's something we have to do on our end. Now, everything can't be their fault. Everything can't be the other person's fault. There's a reason why our clients are not finding us. There's a reason why your clients are not finding you right now. There's a reason why the raise, the promotion hasn't happened, why you're not being paid more. You might be thinking because they're cheap. And while that might be true, what you want to do is you want to exhaust all other possibilities and give them every reason to hire you, every reason to become one of your clients or customers, every reason to always be there, to be front of mind for you. If you're not doing everything, and certainly after I let you all know what this is, if you're not doing this, then it's the number one reason why people aren't thinking of you first when it's time to hire you. Okay. Now, this might be you if you are, again, in the 9 to 5, looking for that raise, that promotion, that recognition. There's some things that you aren't doing. Yes, there's some things that you are not doing. And again, full disclosure, introverts out there, listen in close, because I don't even believe that introvert is a thing. I don't think shy is necessarily a thing. Most people, again, I think maybe for 99% of people, it's not a thing, because we're all selectively shy. We're shy when we don't know people. If I ask your best friend if you were shy, most people will be like, no, they're not shy. So it's where when we establish a level of comfort, then we become our most authentic selves. And there's a part to that that's for a whole other video. But I want you all to understand this right now. There's something that we aren't doing for our potential clients, customers, and in that office you may be working in or virtually that you're not doing. I'm going to let you know what that one top secret thing is. And then I'm going to dive into how you can establish that thing. Okay. That elusive recognition that you've been trying to get. But in part, again, you haven't been doing your part. Okay. That's transparency of it. You haven't been doing your part, but it's time. There's no better time than right now. Okay. A lot of people are lazy in these streets. A lot of people don't want to do the nitty gritty. And I'm not talking about grinding. I guess we have to work, but the notion of grinding day in and day out and not working smarter, not harder, we don't have to take pride in the wrong thing. We have an opportunity to work so much better than we have been working, and that starts right now, okay? That starts right now. So what is that one thing we want to get to? What is that one thing we want to get to? Celebrity. Ooh, I said it. Celebrity. We want to establish celebrity. Stan, no. Only people on TV can be celebrities. No, and only the people who are at award shows can be celebrities. Only people I've seen in the movies can be celebrities. See, up to this point, this is what you've been led to believe, and this is what's kept you from the bigger bag, the greater opportunity. You thought only people that you've seen on television can be a celebrity. And quick station break. I want to offer this to you right now. Some of you all may reject it, and that's fine. One of the most important things to establish in your home is celebrity. You are the first superhero that whoever in your home's ever met. You're the first celebrity someone's ever met, but then sometimes the pressure gets a little high. We introduce them to other superheroes, to other celebrities. Whew, I don't have to do the job anymore. I'm telling you, the first superhero, if you have kids, the first superhero your kid ever meets is you. The first celebrity your kid ever meets is you. That's what you have to begin to understand and realize and step firmly into that. If you reject this, everything else will reject you. You can't reject celebrity and then want it. You have to embrace it. You have to know what parts of it you embody and get closer to it. It's that additional character that you have. It's that personality that you have that you're keeping away from everyone else for fear of what they may think. What other people think is keeping you from being your best self, your most recognized self. I'm telling you this again. Again, you might, you know what, I feel like some of you out there might want to debate me on this. Celebrity is the most important component to establish in your professional life. Hear me. Yeah. Celebrity, hear me, is the most important component you must establish in your professional life. Stan, I don't believe you. You should. I'll give you a couple of examples, and you can debate your shadow after that. If anything ever happens in the world, around the globe, if you're in the United States, where I am in the United States, who does media seek out first? Who do they seek out first? And certainly in a close second sometimes, they seek out a celebrity. They want to know what the celebrity thinks about something they're not even an expert at. Think about that. Think about that. People weren't just seeking out when, let's say, when COVID happened, the pandemic descended upon everyone, and we're still in the midst of a pandemic right now. Think about this. People still, exactly, celebrity. When the pandemic happened, I have friends that are doctors, that are virologists, that they aren't the ones that were being sought out after half the time. People were seeking out celebrities to see how they felt about it. With their expertise in virology and transplant surgery and diseases, they wanted to know what they thought. They want to know what celebrities thought. Anytime something happens in our globe, celebrities are sought out. I feel like that's the only point I need to make, because we can all agree that that's the truth. Something happens. If there's devastation, we want to know what one of the most famous people in a TV station will say, or we see them on a talk show. Well, how do you feel about celebrity? People, attention follows celebrity and money. Okay? Attention follows celebrity and money. We can say that money isn't everything, but money is the oil that keeps the engine of life going. It just is, okay? So understand that, get comfortable with that. If you want to make change, you got to make dollars. And then that will help you make change. That's just it. I didn't make the rules. I didn't write them. I just understand how they work. Now, this is how we establish celebrity. And the best place to establish celebrity to practice is with family, friends, around the house. If you live by yourself, then you are King Kong in the house. That's you, okay? You're the queen, the royalty of that castle. That is how you begin to practice, because, you know, when we talk about celebrity, it can get uncomfortable. When we talk about money, it can get uncomfortable. And that's okay. But we have to be honest about why we're uncomfortable, because there's a lack of confidence, self-esteem. There's some insecurities that don't allow us to see ourselves as big as we are, to picture ourselves bigger than we are right now. Excuse me. It's difficult to do that. But we still have the opportunity to do that. We should absolutely still do that. Okay, so here goes. Number one, we already know. And now I'm just going to give you 4 ways, the 4 P's of establishing celebrity in your space. And here is another juggernaut you all have to understand. You don't have to be a celebrity to millions. A lot of people feel like, again, I got to be the mega star. Number one, most people are not willing or not able to be a mega star. That takes a lot more energy than anyone ever could have possibly imagined, because they don't talk about that. That's also why you'll find sometimes celebrities or people who are really wealthy, unfortunately, they fall into depressions. They take their own lives. There's a lot of steps to celebrity. We're just discussing step 1 right now. We're discussing step 1 of celebrity. right now. So we want to understand that piece. Now, what do you want to begin to do to establish your celebrity? You want to make sure and understand that you don't have to be a celebrity to millions of people. You don't. Matter of fact, if you have your own business, if you if you work for an employer, you have an employer, and that employer drops 1 million people on you right now and says, hey, serve these people. Could you? If whatever you serve, whatever product, whatever service you deliver, if someone said, hey, here are 1 million customers, would you be able to deliver for those 1 million customers? Most people, the answer is absolutely no way would I be able to deliver to. I couldn't do that. It takes an entire system. So that's why I want to make sure we understand we don't have to be a celebrity to millions of people. Matter of fact, I want everyone to dream big, but just understand the gravity of having the attention of millions. It's number one. This is what we have to remember. This is why I talk about it so often, because we forget. So we need regular reminders. Even the best choirs need rehearsal. Even the best teams need practice. This is what you need to understand. You simply have to be a celebrity to those who have the ability to pay you. That's the secret sauce. That's the secret. You have to have the ability. You have to have the willingness to be a celebrity to those who have the ability to pay you. If you have the attention of those who have the ability to pay you, everything shifts. That's who you want to be known to. And then after that, it just kind of seeps out. Again, I mentioned, I'll draw, let's say, big time celebrities so you understand and grasp what I'm saying right now. Once upon a time, most Americans had no idea, let's say, who a Kevin Hart was. You're like, no, they did. Go way back. They did not. I'm using him as an example. He's a comedian. People who knew who Kevin Hart was early on, they went to comedy shows. Then he continued to become a better comedian. Then he was on Shaq's All-Star Comedy Jam, I want to believe. Then after that, Grown Little Man. And then he began to grow as a comedian. His audience grew as a comedian, as people enjoyed comedy. And then, boom, onto movie screens, smaller movies. Then boom, bigger movies, boom, talk show, boom, his own brand, and the list goes on and on and on. But he was famous to the people who could pay him. If you weren't really into wrestling, maybe you didn't know who The Rock was, Dwayne Johnson, former collegiate football player. Maybe you didn't know who The Rock was if you weren't into wrestling or football. Until what? Obviously, The Rock begins to wrestle. If you were into wrestling, then you knew who he was. He was famous to the people who could pay him. The Rock was famous to the people who could pay him, the folks who were involved in wrestling. And then what happened? It was from wrestling, smaller movies, to bigger roles, to major roles. Now the world knows The Rock. And the list goes on and on of people who are really well-known, who are really well-known. They started here. And then they went kaboom. Give myself an example. I'm not them yet. But as it pertains to speaking, I knew I wanted to speak. I really enjoy speaking in college audiences. I worked at a college. At that college, everyone knew me. Everyone knew me. Now, while I was at that college, I also opened a Latin dance studio in the same town that I worked in. More people knew me. And then from there, I continued to expand my reach so more people who are interested in someone who could speak and help them improve their business and their entrepreneurship. Then I began to grow in my lane. Then kaboom, 15 plus years later, here we are having a conversation. So I'm trying to tell you, one of the best quotes I give in business advice is, if it works on you, it can work for you. This works on a major scale. If you don't consider on a minor scale, on a smaller, it can work for you. That's how important celebrity is. Today, right now, I'm not famous to millions of people. That's on the runway. I am definitely famous to those who have the ability to pay me, but they might be thinking about paying me. As my friend Odell Bazell says, pass the scroll. My famous pass the scroll. Pass one scroll, what shows up? A lot. You go to Google, type in Stan Pearson, scroll, a lot shows up. Go to IG, scroll, a lot shows up. Go to YouTube, scroll, a lot shows up. Go to LinkedIn, scroll, a lot shows up. So if you're someone that has the interest of paying me, there's more than enough of what number one is for you to go, you know what? Yes, that's the person for me. So that's what you have to understand. At your job or as an entrepreneur, the service you provide, be willing to be famous to those who have the ability to pay you. Now, first, I'm going to mention a couple reasons why you have not done this to this point. You will. The reasons why you haven't yet to do these things up to this point. The reasons you're insecure. You're insecure, and we all have insecurities. That's number one. We all have insecurities. We don't always talk about them. Recently, I shared some with some. I made a joke online a couple years back about sororities and fraternities. I made a joke. It was a joke. I thought it was funny. Everyone that saw the joke did not think it was funny. And then some people made fun of me. I'm not going to tell you what they said. It was pretty funny though. I didn't even want to laugh. My wife laughed. Okay, my closest friends laughed, which let me know how true it was. I even had to laugh because it was super funny and it was clever. I'll share that at the end. Okay, it was hilarious, but it was based on an insecurity I'm pretty sure I had. But the truth is, some of us aren't doing these things yet because we're insecure. We don't know what people are going to think about us and why. And that leads to number two. We're afraid of judgment. What we don't know is we either do or don't do things based on two very simple factors: how we feel about ourselves and how we think other people view us. That's it. We either do or don't do things based on two very simple factors: how we see ourselves and how we think other people view us. That's why we stop doing things. That's why we haven't pursued things that we want to pursue. Our insecurities. It makes sense. All right. We're human. And then number three, we don't want to pay. That's it. And I feel like that's one of those unwritten rules or unwritten concessions that people don't want to talk about. Sometimes people don't share this with you, but the truth is you don't want to pay. Because ultimately, that's what it's going to take. You don't have to believe me. At some point, you're going to have to pay. Some of my best friends I met because I paid to be somewhere and go somewhere, period. I met my wife because I paid to go somewhere. That's it. Like, it's like, shut up and pay for your friends. Like, you're going to have to pay. You can do it by yourself, maybe without paying. It's just going to take a lot longer, a lifetime. Like student loan, pay off your mortgage lifetime. Okay. Every once in a while, a big, huge bag of money, lightning in a bottle, will fall into your lap and then you pay it all off. But it's like paying off a mortgage for most, or student loans. It's just going to take forever. You're going to get it piece by piece by piece by piece by piece. But the truth is, money gets you speed. It's going to get you there faster. That's number three. So three reasons why you haven't done this yet. You're insecure, afraid of judgment, which we all are. We're all afraid of judgment in some way, shape, or form. But we all judge. We all judge until it's time for us to be judged. Then we feel like it's unfair. But recognizing that is really, really important. Number three, you don't want to pay. That's it. I ain't gonna pay for that. I don't want to pay to go here. I don't want to pay to do that. We pay to do everything else. You're gonna have to pay to meet the right people. Like all the famous people who you would consider mainstream A-list famous, anyone that I've met, 9 out of 10 of them because we were paying to be in the same place. That's it. Like celebrities, big time people don't just go someplace because someone invited them most of the time. And if they do, the layman, the everyday person, the regular citizen, as you might consider yourself, they're not going to be there. Celebrities pay for exclusivity. I don't want to be just where everybody is. I want to be where folks won't bother me for real. And if we do talk, they won't be bugging me. Think about that. I'm not even famous to millions of people, and I only go places, for the most part, where I know there's some level of exclusivity. Think about that. There's an element to that. There's a part to that. There's a psychological component of doing that. So now, 4 things you need to do to establish your celebrity. Number 1, you need proof. You need proof. Stan, what is proof? In your area of expertise, are you providing proof of how good you are? Especially if you have a job or a business service, you just can't count on people being like, oh yeah, they're good. I know them, they're good. No, most of the time when something is bad, people report it. When it's great, they seldom report it. You have to pull teeth to get people to give you testimonials. You have to pull teeth. Please, can you please go to this website and tell them you had a great experience? Okay, I'll do it as soon as I get home. No, they never do it. We know that to be true. But you need proof. Proof that you are who you say you are. People mention like there's a lot of scams that go on in life or whatever. However, you can prove that you are who you say you are, do that thing. If you haven't written a book, write a book. You haven't provided your service for someone and you really provide your service for free. And then get proof. Maybe one of the stipulations for you delivering your service or your product is if that person receives it, then they give you a testimonial as payment, preferably a video testimonial as payment. You can even tell them what to say. They sign off on it and then they say it. Because some people who've never been on camera, a lot of people don't give video testimonials because of their own insecurity. So it's like, help them, help you, coach them. Hey, this is what you say. Hey, I work with Stan. It was absolutely amazing. He's really easy to work with. He knows what I'm talking about. And anytime I need his service, I go to him. I'm going to write that out and give that to them and say, hey, turn on your camera, get some lighting, and then say this on camera. Or, hey, can you, is it okay? Are you saying this? Okay, cool. Sign your name there. Boom. Now I can use that. That's proof. We all need proof. We all need proof. You know who doesn't move? You know who doesn't need proof? Celebrities. But they're already there. Celebrities don't need proof. It's already been done. Matter of fact, you find out that wealthy people, celebrities, they get more free stuff than everybody else. They don't even need it. They get sent free things. They don't even need it. Doesn't seem fair, does it? Doesn't have to be fair. It just is. It just is. When I go and speak at schools or companies, they give me free stuff. Free cups, free shirts, free sweatshirts. Free. It's like it's a microcosm of bigger things. They give you things for free, especially when you deliver the way that you know you can deliver. Think about that. So it's like, imagine if you're a bigger celebrity. What do they give you? They give you bags, luggage, jewelry, cars. Same thing. The bigger celebrity you are, the more they give you. Right now, if you're thinking, oh, my circle is only 10 people of people who know me. What if that circle went from 10 to 1,000 people? What if that circle went from 1,000 to 10,000 people? You think that has greater impact? Yes. That's why celebrities get paid so much more than teachers. I believe teachers should be paid a lot more. Little by little, it increases, but they should be paid a lot more, especially for all the bad kids they got to teach nowadays. Oh my gosh, parents, what's going on? Anyway, that's for a whole other conversation. But for the time they give to the little ones that you love and that we love, they should be paid a lot more. But the ultimate truth that's not discussed, they impact, let's say, 30 lives on a given day. Or this is what economics won't tell you about it and the celebrity of it all. Let's say if they impact 100 lives a year, 100 lives a year. But this person impacts 1 million lives a year. 1,000 lives a year, 100 lives a year, 1,000 lives a year, 1 million lives a year. That's how payment is justified. So you, wherever you work, you just have to become more. You have to give that service. More people need to know how you do what you do. Understand that. Again, it doesn't have to be fair. It doesn't have to be right. It just is. If you hear me, if that makes sense, just type makes sense, okay? If you hear me, if that makes sense, just type makes sense. Proof. Number 2, platform. 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 It's what I'm using right now. It's a version of platform. There are a bazillion different forms of platform. There's a lot. This is a platform. Wherever you're watching me right now, wherever you're watching this, it could be Facebook, it could be LinkedIn, it could be YouTube. It could be a number of things, okay? It could be in one of my courses later on when I package this thing up. It's a platform. There are several different platforms for you to begin to impose your will of knowledge and value and information. Are you? Because it's necessary. Matter of fact, 2 of these are more important than the other 2, but they're all 4. It's like the triad plus 1. You need them. You need all of them. But if you have 2 of these things, and I'll tell you which 2 they are before all this is done, if you have 2 of them, you are a rock star. Platform. Are you using your platform to deepen your level of expertise? Again, you can go anywhere I am and see proof by way of platform. You see how we're tying this together? Proof by way of platform. Everything besides TikTok. I'm kind of on TikTok, but not really. I give similar information, but yeah, it's not really my jam because you don't have to have all those different things. I'm just trying to master what I need to master, where my people are. Now, I'll learn some stuff, but I don't need to. All right. So think about that. What platforms are you using? You can also create a platform. That means you create an event. A couple years ago, before the pandemic, it was really tough, when I moved back from LA to before I went to LA to live. When I was in Atlanta, it was really tough to get on comedy stages, to improve my craft as a comedian, to improve my writing. It was difficult because I didn't really know a whole lot of comedians. As we know, any industry can be kind of cliquish. Comedy is no different. It can be extremely cliquish. And sometimes folks aren't as, they're just not as friendly as they could be. People always talk about abundance. Not everybody believes in that. They don't believe in that. Not everybody. Anyway, so I created my own comedy night. It's called Stanley and Friends. And when I created my own platform, then I was able to invite comedians. It was at a donut shop. Actually, it was I would consider it what luxury isn't the word I'm thinking of, but it was a really nice donut shop that it was at. It was awesome. It was cool. Then I created my platform, so I became a plug, the go-to. There's a platform, so now I'm known. Oh, Stan. You can get on Stan's stage at Banglaise. The place is called Banglaise. It's since closed down a couple years back, from what I understand. But that helped me get my name out there. I created my own platform. It didn't cost me anything. Matter of fact, I was able to. I asked them kind of what their slowest days were, or their slowest nights, and then we got in there right before they would close. A couple hours before they would close, that's when we held Stanley and Friends. So I was actually bringing them business, helping a local business, and also developing my craft while being the plug for everyone else. You can do the same thing. Whatever it is that you do, there are local businesses in town that need business, that need help, that need something. Plug in there. So I literally had my own place to host my own comedy show, and it didn't cost me anything. Didn't have to rent an event space. Some people do this. So now just pour some sauce on it. Add your sauce to it. Maybe you get some other resources. You partner with other people. Like, that's what it takes, okay? So this platform, that's number 2. Sorry, number 3. And it leads from platform to people. People, okay? So we have proof, platform, people. Who do you know? And the cool thing about it is those things lead you to meeting more people. The more you improve on your platform in creating proof, the more people will get to know you. And then we leverage those relationships. You offer value to those relationships. Right now, I'm giving you a ton of information that can help you. If nothing else, it's going to move you in the right direction to be willing to go, I am a little bit insecure. I am afraid of judgment. Oh my gosh. And I don't want to pay. I don't know who to pay, because part of that is knowing who to pay, because there are a lot of folks out here that would just take your money and they don't know what they're talking about. But anyway, that's really important. So now we have proof, we have platform, we have people. Last but certainly not least, promotion. Woo! Promotion. Promotion. If you've ever seen a TV show that got canceled, just type me. Just type me. If you're here with me, if you're watching, just type me. Whenever you're watching this, just type me. If you've ever known of a TV show that was a good TV show, but it got canceled. It's painful. It's painful. But it happens all the time, in part because of promotion. There are people that you know of right now who are less talented, but it seems like they're getting promoted. It's because there's promotion behind it. There's money behind it. There's effort behind it. If you don't have money, then you have to move with effort and people, relationships, and platform. All those things bleed into promotion, proof, platform, and people. Then you ramp those things up and then promote over and over and over and over again. If I'm asking you about what it is that you're good at, and then I say, hey, are you creating video content about that every day? Every day. I don't know about every day. Then you're not promoting. Are you sending emails out to people every day? Oh, every day. I don't want to bother anybody. Then you're not promoting. Are you doing an IG Live or Facebook Live every day? Oh, I don't want to do it. Then you're not promoting. Promotion is key. If they don't know you, they can't pay you. You might be walking around your office right now or listening at your computer right now, pissed because you haven't gotten a raise, you don't get recognition, but guess what? They don't know you. They don't know you. You haven't done any of this stuff yet. You haven't done any of this stuff yet. You haven't provided proof, platform, people, or promotion. Why should they? Listen, if you have a boss, you don't even have to like them. I need to preface it. You don't have to like them. Sometimes we're like, I gotta like somebody. No, you don't. There are people who are broke right now because they refuse to work with people that they don't like, that they didn't build a working relationship because they didn't like someone personally. A lot of broke people because of that. This question right here, I'm about to tell you all, not only is it a great question for you if you're in an interview, it's a great question if you work for someone or if you work with someone that you want to impress them. It's one of the best. I give a lot of great advice. I give a lot of great business tips. This right here, top 5, top 10 for sure. This is where you have to ask your boss or your supervisor if you want to get on their radar. Ask them this at least once a month. What can I do to help make your life easier here? I'm going to run that back. I don't think you heard me. What can I do to make your life easier here? That question, all by its own in a vacuum, separates you from everybody else. In part because I know people are not asking their boss that because they want to do the minimum. There are places all around every city that are hiring. There's supposed to be an unemployment issue going. There are people that are hiring everywhere. So there are a lot of people who don't want to do the work. They want lightning in a bottle. They want to post a video and maybe it goes viral. Yay, my problems are fixed. Nope. Virality only lasts a short period of time because you have to continue to repeat the lightning in a bottle until it really explodes. But people don't even understand at that point, you still have to promote. You don't just go viral one time and yay, all my problems are fixed. I went viral on a video. My dumb self made the video. I'm not dumb. Let me back that up. I was less than my best. I created a video. My face wasn't even on the video and it got millions of views. And then it had no call to action at the end. It was stupid. It wasn't even in line with my business. It was funny. But it would have made more sense had I made it make sense with my business. And now that I think about it, now I can. Then I'm like, wait a minute. I'm going back to the video. I'm like, holy smokes. I definitely can make that a dope ad and use it to attract custom. We were just masterminding together. You didn't know it. I'm really excited. You don't know what video it is probably. But I created a video that got like millions of views, but it was random. So it didn't make any sense. But now I feel like I know how to use it to help bring me business. Anyway, but that's what we have to understand. Ask this question. What can I do to help make your life easier? If you ask that question, whoever you report to will begin to see you differently. Period. I promise. Whoever you report to will begin to see you differently. When they begin to see you differently, they will begin to pay attention to you differently. When they pay attention to you differently, they will begin to pay you. And when they begin to pay you, give them more reason to pay you even more different. Folks, this is where we are right now. You have the ability, but a lot of it is the discipline. Most of us have the ability. It's the discipline. So when someone's asked me to help them get clients via video, I'm like, okay, cool. Listen, this is where this test run. If you could just work on 3 videos a day, just shoot 3 videos a day. I don't know about that. Well, who am I? I've just been doing this 20 years. Or what do I know? Okay, cool. Just do however many you want to do a day. Even though whatever it is you've been working on ain't working. Whatever you're working ain't working. Right now, we're at the point. You're watching this, you're listening to this, because whatever you're doing ain't working. Now we have an opportunity to make it work. This is where we are, folks. We have an opportunity to make it work. A couple more things and we're done. 4 things you need to create your celebrity. 4 P's of celebrity, then I'm out. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. But again, at the very top, celebrity. There's a lot of other things in the laws of human currency. Celebrities at the very top. Debate your shadow. It's the truth. I can prove it to you over and over and over again. What you want to begin to do, if you want to practice your celebrity, be a celebrity at home. If you were known to millions, how would you be? Be that person at home. A kind, gentle, loving, be that at home. Be the celebrity here at home, so then you know how you're going to operate when thousands of people know you, when hundreds of people know you, when millions of people know you. Get more proof. Improve your platform. Get your people. Get your people, the right people. Promotion. 4 P's of celebrity. I just crushed that. If you want more, if you like what you just heard, just go to looklikeabigdeal.com, okay? Go to looklikeabigdeal.com. You get a freebie from me of 3 things that can help you improve your video, okay? 3 things that can help you improve your video. All you do is go to looklikeabigdeal.com. You get a freebie from me, and then you're in my world, people. It's our time. There's no time like the present. And I'm telling you all right now, now is when people are just really just kind of going through the motions. Everyone's still a little bit hypnotized by the pandemic, by the free money that happened. Like everyone's still a little bit hypnotized by that. So if you're really willing to push and pay the right people to learn and give some more effort, life will shift for you. It'll shift for you. But we have to be willing to do that piece. I'm telling you right now, be a celebrity to those who have the ability to pay you. Work on your proof. Get proof of what you do and how you do it. Okay, get people to speak on your behalf. Call family, friends. Hey, testimonial. I need you to say this on camera. This thing. I need you to give me a shout out on here. The friends will do that. Family will do that. If you get the right ones. Now, this isn't me telling you that your family and friends should support your business because they probably won't. They probably won't. But what they can do is help you in those beginning stages. Make it easy for them. But get that proof. Your platform. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. The list goes on and on. Writing your blog, blogging, vlogging, the whole shebang. Platform. We got to see you on platform. We got to see you. You have to be a big deal to the people who can pay you. Like if we're asking people to pay us $10 an hour, $15 an hour, $5,000 an hour, $15,000, whatever it is, we have to look beyond what we want them to pay. Okay? Is that fair enough? If you paid anybody big money for anything, it's because they looked beyond what they wanted you to pay. You know what I'm saying? So we have to do the same thing. If it works on you, it'll work for you. That's that platform, right people, and then promotion. Listen, folks, some of your favorite shows on TV have been canceled because they didn't have the right kind of promotion. Hell, some of them didn't have any promotion at all, through no fault of their own. I don't want you to get canceled. Get your promotion right. I appreciate y'all for the time y'all done spent with me. Have an amazing day. Remember, wherever you're watching this, kind of subscribe. Let me know how you feel about it. Make sure you go to looklikeabigdeal.com. Again, go to looklikeabigdeal.com. Get your freebie from me to help you improve your video. And besides that, that's it. Remember, 24/7, 365 and 14 days a year that you're good, you're great, you're worth it. And beyond that, effort on fire beats knowledge on nights. This is Stan Pearson II. You heard it here first, y'all. Peace.